And we're live.
Back again.
Oh man, it feels like it sort of has been ages, hasn't it? But because there was the international break, and then we missed our first ever week. Well, missed our first ever game
I
week.
didn't tell him that. This is it.
Technically, the game week's not finished because there's a game tonight. So
Exactly.
technically, yeah, we're still all right. It's been a pretty fucking good effort though. Like we started in August and we're in April, and we haven't missed a beat. But yeah, we can't do one ahead of next weekend, so we thought we'd roll two into one in it. So we'll cover this week and next in one fell swoop. But yeah, I've actually had a decent week this week. I don't know about I think
let's get into it.
There's been low scoring on it. Yeah, let's get into it. To be fair, as soon as Salah blanked first game, I knew I was in for a decent week. He was captained by everyone, literally. Yeah. And like I said this in our chat in it, but I think that's me now. That's me with it's no Salah for the rest of the season because might as well.
Yeah, you had him for a little while anyway, have you? Because of the way things worked out.
Yeah, the way things panned out. Ever since he went away for AFCON, I don't think I've had him. Which hasn't worked out too badly, really, because he's not done that much since he's come back, has he?
No, he hasn't.
And
I think during the game, the Watford game, they said that he hasn't scored from open play in his last 8 games. I think they said
he has had a couple of pens, hasn't he?
Yeah, so that probably is right.
And the thing is, he would have taken that pen. He would have taken the pen, wouldn't he? But he'd already been taken off.
Yeah.
My mate had my mate on my photo team had a bet. I think he got evens for him to score, for him to have a shot on target any time.
Yeah,
and it's like he didn't. He didn't. I think he put one wide in like the first minute, but he it just shows when it's like that. Sometimes the bookies know something you don't, innit? And they basically obviously seen that he played for Egypt and gone, well, he's not going to play 90 minutes. So
yeah, true. But then I seen a promotional yesterday. It was like Son or Kane to score any time 7-4.
Yeah,
and obviously that came in pretty much straight away. So yeah, but I know what you're saying. Sometimes it's like, yeah, they look too good to be true, and it's like, what do they know?
Exactly. Yeah, they've obviously thought about it. Like, there's a reason. Yes, Paj is here. I didn't notice your accidental to -12, but well, I'm glad you told us because we would have discovered it sooner or later.
An accidental -12.
What was that? Meant to be a free hit or a wild card or something, and didn't activate it. I'm guessing. Yeah, have a look. I didn't take a points hit, which was a good start. And then, like I said, yeah, Salah obviously blanking. So it was a good start for me, that Liverpool game. Do you know what was it?
Do I need to zoom in or is this all right?
No, it's all good. It's all good. If anything, zoom out a tiny bit, actually, maybe. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, my only real annoyance was that I had Kane captain, and then about half an hour before the deadline, I was like,
here we go, standard bully story.
It's actually it's 100% true that I was like, do you know what? Kane. If you've got Kane, you're going to captain him. But I just thought Son, like especially recently, Son's been on it, and the way it's just Kane plays so deep, doesn't he? And Son ends up playing as the striker half the time.
He does, yeah. I think Son's scored like 75% of his goals at home as well. So yeah, he's keeping that run going. Good form at home.
That's good to know. So I did actually. I changed it to Son only for about 10 seconds. I literally changed it to Son captain, saved it, and then I pussied out and went back to Kane. And Kane. They scored 5, and he didn't get a fucking goal.
One assist, was it?
One assist and a booking. And did he see he played that long ball for Son and Son put one wide? It was like he should have scored.
But
that's my only gripe, really. Other than having Kelechi on the bench as well, but I don't really know who I would have. Reece James would have been the obvious one, but with them being at home to Brentford, and I think he should have started. In hindsight, that was probably a mistake from Tuchel, wasn't it? Not starting James. So yeah, Kelechi on the bench was a bit annoying, but overall, like Davis getting a goal.
Good all round,
yeah. Robertson and Cancelo clean sheets. Foden,
that was a lovely header as well by Davis on that.
It was a good head, and yeah, I appreciate it. That was sort of stole Davis from you, so I'll take that.
I'm a bit worried about Spurs, to be honest. Like, I know Newcastle fell apart a little bit, but I think it is out of us and them now for top 4, and we've still got to play them. So I think it's going to all come down to that. But they are looking very good against certain teams.
Yeah, I read today that since Conte's come in, they've got the most points behind Liverpool and United. Liverpool and City, yeah.
They got a bit running than us as well, but
he had a bit of a shit start as well, didn't he? So it's yeah, it shows that their form recently has been strong, and they did look good the other day. I did actually watch that game, and
they got a better balance now. That Benteke is a good signing.
Yeah, and Kulusevski is yeah, he's quality on the right, and he's very different from Son as well, isn't it? So they've got they've got good variety.
They just seem to be like, fair play to Conte. They just like tear through the middle of the pitch, like, you know, they can be all behind the ball, and the next minute they're just flying forward. Like, it is pretty good to watch, I gotta admit. It's pretty annoying.
Yeah, and like the tactic of Kane dropping deep and spreading balls, it does work for them. Fair play. But from a fantasy perspective, it is a bit annoying because
Son's the one.
Yeah. But in the end, that cost me 8 points.
8 points, yeah.
I would have been right up there this week with those 8, and I mean, but yeah, still. Robertson, did you stick with Trent? Because I noticed a lot of people did stick with him, but obviously he didn't play.
Yeah, I stuck with him. I heard rumours that he might start, so I left him in. But I had Broha first on the bench, but I had Kyle Walker-Peters second on the bench with an assist, so that was a bit annoying. But yeah, it's not, like you said, annoying that James came on and conceded to.
That was another benefit of mine. Was that I went for Robertson for the differential, but that was obviously before Trent got injured, so that was helpful. Trent, the news was he was out for weeks, wasn't it? But then, lo and behold, after the international break,
what a surprise!
Yeah. Klopp's no better than like Pep in that regard.
I was literally just about to say that. Yeah, he's turning into like Fergie style, like just thinking he can get away with everything.
Yeah,
sort of
yeah. Yeah, and then Cancelo clean sheet. Foden is still annoying me. He's been annoying me for weeks now, but I just haven't found the right time to get him out. And it's hard to find a like-for-like replacement around that price as well. That's the thing. I look at midfielders around that price, and there's no obvious candidate. I mean, Coutinho a few weeks back would have been the one.
That's it. They're all dipping in, and there's no one who's like probably the most solid, I would say, is maybe Conor Gallagher, but even he's like, you know, he doesn't always, it is tricky.
And
I'll tell you one there that you could get in, who I had in my free hit team, but he didn't play because he had COVID and had a quality performance against Chelsea, was Eriksen. So you see the team, they're a lot better side. So
true.
I know it's Brentford, but yeah, he has been playing well.
Yeah, that was a mad result at the weekend. Definitely the standout. I saw that Havertz was the most transferred in player as well. So that
I brought him in. He's my only transfer.
Yeah. So yeah, that was another one that worked out quite nicely for me. But the thing is with Foden as well, he's still starting every fucking week. Like Mahrez still isn't getting a look in for some reason.
Yeah, didn't he? He's a top scorer as well, Mahrez.
Yeah. And like
Foden just like buzzes around, but doesn't actually, fantasy wise, he doesn't do much. KDB's still the one. But they're expensive, so you think it's him or Son.
Yeah,
Son is
still the one at the moment. He's a bit cheaper as well, isn't he? So
Maddison played well as well, didn't he?
He did, yeah, he did. It was a nice assist, and then that goal disallowed was unfortunate because that would have really taken it up a notch as well this week if he had got that. He probably would have won the game, and he would have got free bonus. It would have been prime, but
he's probably going to be the most transferred in, I'd imagine, this week because you've got some nice fixtures coming up, and obviously you've got double game weeks coming up as well. So
yeah, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after we got a decent double, and this coming weekend we got Palace at home, so it is a decent time to start getting some Leicester players in. I got Luke Thomas on the bench, but we've got our back four's fit again now, so I need to take him out, and then Kelechi, I think. Well, there's no sign of Vardy at the moment, so
Kelechi,
yeah. He sort of seems to have taken over Daka at the moment in the pecking order.
He's better at holding it up, isn't he?
Yeah. Daka's still a bit raw in it. I think next season he might start coming good. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Antonio. When was the last time Antonio scored a fucking goal? Seriously,
I know, he's got loads of assists. He's a bit like Lacazette. He seems to get a load of assists, but nothing else.
Yeah, it was one of those bullshit assists as well, really. Whereas a keeper saved it, and it just happened to fall to Bowen. It's not a real assist.
Jamie well still as well.
It's annoying. Antonio was the only one I actually brought in this week, and I could have just left Kelechi playing. Would have actually been better off, but at least he did get that. And Kane as well. At least he did get an assist. At least he got something for the captain choice. But I'm hoping. Obviously, Saka's quite heavily picked now. But would be nice if he could do something tonight. Do you fancy Palace away is a tough fixture?
It is a tricky one. They are playing well, but I've seen them a few times against better teams, and they do concede a lot of chances. So yeah, I think we can do it, but yeah, it will be a tricky one.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that pretty much covers my team for this week.
We'll just have a quick look at mine. So yeah, obviously you boys scored against United, so that was no good for De Gea. Although he did make a worldie save from, I can't remember who it was now. He made a really good save.
I missed a bit in the second half.
Matip's still riding for me, so that's good.
Did he take any minus?
No, minus. Just Havertz in for, I can't remember who it was now, but obviously about the same price. So yeah, that was my one transfer. Like we said, Salah captain didn't work out. I did sort of feel that it was out of him and KDB. It's only because they're away to Burnley. I thought home to Watford is slightly better, so that's the only reason I went for Salah. Trent I risked, so I've got, obviously didn't play. I've got Broja coming on for 2.
Yeah.
Cancelo, that was an obvious clean sheet, and Matip, that was a pretty obvious clean sheet. So a little bit unfortunate that James with the James situation, but
yeah,
really
because he ended up with he did come on, ended up with 0, but I guess all Chelsea players ended up with 0 anyway.
Exactly. No biggie. Ward-Prowse finally got me some points after like 4 weeks of my team doing nothing.
I haven't seen his free kick yet, but
I haven't seen it either.
I couldn't see. I read the match report. I was trying to find out how many behind Bex he is now. He must be 2.
Oh yeah, he was up there, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he must be like 2 or 3 behind now. He should do it.
They were debating during the Leicester United game. The commentary team were debating who's the better dead ball specialist, Ward-Prowse or Maddison. And, Maddison did put some delightful deliveries in that game. I think those two are like pretty far ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, Madders Techers is up there. I think Madders has got to be knocking on the door of getting back in the England squad soon.
Yeah,
I think he might be the highest contributing English midfielder like this season. I was
gonna say, I think if you look at his points per game on fantasy as well, he must be up there, because obviously when he's out for a few weeks here and there. But when he does play, he's like goal and assist, or bonus points. I think hopefully the next England squad he'll actually get a look in again. I just remembered that fucking Mopai missed a penalty. Like, I've just been forced to stick with him because all the strikers are shit this year, so it's just a case of sticking.
There's hard lines though, isn't it? Because he scores that pen, and it's a good shout. It's the risk with penalty takers, isn't it? If they do miss, it just fucks you over. But Brighton as well. They haven't scored in like 6 of their last 7 or something.
I know, they've been really poor. But my other strikers are fucking Broja has been doing nothing, and Dennis didn't even start it nowadays. So I mean, I could do with refreshing all of that, but at this point in the season, I'm trying to spend as little points as possible, really.
Yeah.
So still got Saka to play tonight. Other than that, do I have any points on the bench? Yeah, Walker Peters, a bit annoying, but
that's a couple of times he's bagged some points on the bench for you, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, and my money league competitor, he put in had Holgate and Richarlison. Richarlison got the assist for Holgate, so you end up like decent haul from that. From losing 2-1 to West Ham, that was pretty annoying.
And they got the double as well, haven't they? They got the other.
They got a double, yeah. So yeah.
I saw a few people gone for Gordon because he's obviously so cheap, but is that 4.4? I know Pernell got him in, and I think a few others.
Yeah, he didn't start against West Ham, but
didn't
he? I expect to start the next one.
Yeah. And Calvert-Lewin's still doing absolutely nothing as well up front for them. So it's hard. It's hard with everything. So I didn't fancy any of the doubles this week. I haven't got any. I know not many people do. To be fair,
no, they're in big trouble, man. They're only 3 points behind. 3 points ahead of Watford. They got games in hand, but I think we had a look at their fixtures before, and
they're solid.
They're absolutely solid. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be crazy if they went down. That would be nuts.
Yeah. I think that's my team done. So should we go and have a little look at the?
Yeah. What's the standings between us and the head-to-head? Have I got a chance? I don't think.
Yeah, I think you're probably 3 behind now. Oh no.
I will be. Well, I will be.
Oh, sorry, it hasn't been updated yet.
I'll be 4 behind, but it's first to. I need to get to 19 wins, so it's still unlikely, but you never know.
You never know.
How many game weeks are there left now?
So this is game week 38. Oh, is this 31? So there's 7 left, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's getting there now. It is getting there.
Let's start with the head-to-head league.
Yeah.
Was there any big games in this week? Oh, Matt he might have some players to play, but a little draw there. It's going to be tight, and everyone has similar points this week.
Yeah. Obviously, we won't go into all the teams, but obviously there's still points to play for. But like I said, I think out of tonight's game, most people have got Saka. I've seen a few might have like Ben White as well. But I was actually we'll come on to. I was thinking about getting an Arsenal player in because you've got a double as well. I knew the week after next.
Yeah, Southampton and Chelsea. Which the way Chelsea are playing isn't too bad of a fixture, really.
Yeah, maybe Laka or I was actually thinking Gabriel.
Probably worth having an Arsenal defender. And Saka or Martinelli, basically.
Yeah.
So we can't really say too much about this because there's still a game to play tonight, and extra double fixture.
Pernell's had a bit of a shocker this week, though.
Just to get that one in there.
Yeah. He's not showing his face tonight. I don't think he's fuming. Yeah, he's gone quiet all of a sudden. What's the standing saying? Well, obviously we need it to update after today.
Yeah, just have a quick look.
Am I still in with a shout in this fucking league or what?
If you win this week, you're up to 7. Pernell's losing.
So still a chance. There's still a chance.
Yeah.
If Matt can get that win against Gerrard as well, that would help.
Yeah.
It's been a bit all over the shop the second half of the season, isn't it? Look at my point score is so far off, like Kevin Martin and Perns now.
Yeah.
I don't know how I dropped off so much because
I've dropped right off a cliff. 6, 6, 7.
Yeah. It's been a difficult season because there's never been sort of obviously like Salah and stuff, but there's not been many players like consistently bagging over a long period, so it's hard to stay consistent.
It is. This is the overall league. So
Billy is right on your ass.
Yeah. Shit, he is 8 points. Fucking hell.
Let's
have a look at his team then.
He played his wild card.
Yeah.
Which I thought it was a bit of an odd week to play it, but then he went big on Spurs. Doherty was a great shout. Ben Rama's a bit of a weird one because he's not done much.
I think I flagged Doherty up about 4 weeks ago, and I haven't put him. I didn't put him in. Yeah.
So I went with Davis because he's a cheaper option. But yeah, Doherty was all over it yesterday. In fact, and that Son goal, if Son didn't get there, Doherty was probably going to score another.
I know he's right. He's like in the box loads. So yeah, he's a good shout. Like I've probably got to think about getting him in really.
I'm surprised he's gone for Benrahma over Bowen. That's unless it was money orientated. That's a bit. Of
he might not. Maybe was Bowen 100% confirmed to be back because obviously he was injured for a little bit.
Yeah, maybe not. But he got an assist and a goal in the end. So another big points all for him.
Bench. Nothing on the bench. So yeah, that was a good week for Bill.
Yeah, the same as me. Captain Kane over Son. If he had captain Son, he'd be level with you.
Yeah. Dom, Doherty as well. His defense was class.
Yeah, Rudiger, the only Chelsea defender who actually produced anything.
Yeah,
that is a solid midfield, don't you? You've got Salah, Son, and De Bruyne all in the same midfield.
That's what I'm going to try and get, I think. But yeah, I've got to move a bit of money about. I think the obvious thing to do at this point with Salah is the way Tottenham are playing. Obviously, you want probably Kane or Son, and if you need money, the obvious thing to do is to just change Salah for Jota, probably, because you're saving like 4 mil. Well, more than that, 4.5 mil. Maybe 5 mil. Actually, I think Salah's like 13.3, isn't he?
He might. Well, yeah, I think so. He's gone up so much, but
13.3. So yeah, 5 mil difference.
But obviously, with it being City Liverpool this weekend, it's a bit dodgy. Like,
my team's fucked.
He's got 2 and 2. I think I've got 2 and 1.
I've got 3 and 2.
3 and 2.
Yeah. And I've got Chelsea playing Southampton, which is 2 and 2, and Arsenal against whoever that. Yeah, all my team are playing each other. Basically, it's not a good week for me coming up.
Greg said enjoying the show, but he's got to go. All right, well, nice. Thanks for tuning in, Greg. And you can always catch up on the rest later on.
Let's have a look at Paj then, since what's he done with his.
Yeah, so Paj actually said he made 2 transfers before internationals and forgot, and then made 2 more after. He was so happy thinking he'd only done a -4. I did something very similar the other week where I thought and I took a -12.
Yeah.
Greg saying, I heard today that Leicester are thinking of cashing in on Madders. It's funny with Madders because a few months ago I'd have said, yeah, definitely do that. But now, like, I don't know, man. He's
I think
player.
I think you need to build the team around him. The one I'd be thinking about getting rid of if you can get big money for him is Tielemans.
I think he will. I think that'll be our big sell this season. He's not signing his contract, and we don't tend to sell any more than one, important player a season. So,
but he is a good player, but you can get other players for the same sort of money to replace him. It's hard to replace players like Maddison. Like, he's a bit of a one-off, really, isn't he? So
yeah, so I was going to say that, like. Yeah, those sort of number 10s, especially English ones, are not easy to find.
Yeah, coming into his prime as well. I don't know what his contract situation's like, but if he's got a lot of years left, you got to be looking at like 70 mil plus probably for him.
Personally, I still think Tielemans out, Ward-Prowse in. That would be my shout if we could. But we've already raided Southampton a lot recently, so I don't know if that if they sell Ward-Prowse, they're fucked, aren't they? Like, he's the only class player they've got left, pretty much. So yeah.
Paj, you went for free Tottenham as well. What's going on?
They were the only ones with a strong home fixture this week, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, no, it was a great shout. I should have done it. Too stubborn.
Sorry, my camera's fucked up. Let me just.
Matt, I don't know if you're here or not, but you've only got 39 points. I'm able to see where this has gone wrong. You've got Ramsdale, who's probably not going to play. You made the wrong captain. Well, sort of, unlucky with the captain choice, same as everyone else. Matip, you stole off of me. Oh, Doherty on the bench for 14, wounded. Is he coming on?
Sorry, I was just messing around with my settings.
Matt's got Doherty on the bench for 14, but he's got no one. Unless Saka doesn't play tonight, which I can't see happening, Doherty's not going to be coming on, so that is...
Yeah, I noticed that before. I actually noticed it before the Spurs game, and I was like, I thought that's weird because Spurs have got Newcastle at home and Digne away. Why the fuck did he do that? That always he likes to throw a wild decision.
He does.
Like there's always something that's a bit out there with his selection.
Like his kit.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a bizarre choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, me and Matt still battling away and 10 points in it again now. Like, I really want to. Like me, him, and Perns are having a little battle between ourselves now.
You are, yeah.
Perns, yeah. Let's have a quick look at his. Obviously, he took the -4, which with a 28 and a -4, that's not good. It's not good.
So yeah, unlucky with Trent. He's got Livramento coming on, so that's no good. Weghorst has just dried out completely, although he has got a double. So
yeah,
still got Lacazette to play.
I think Perns has fallen for the doubles a bit here, like Gordon and Weghorst. Yeah, not worked out too well. Laka though tonight could get something from that. And then Havertz, like I said, was the most transferred in, but not really. He's gone under the radar a bit for me, Havertz. I didn't even realize that he was on like a run of form, to be honest. So I sort of
I think he was on.
He did have a few weeks. Is Lukaku starting for them yet, or what the fuck is going on there? Like
he's still on the bench every week.
It is mad, isn't it?
Yeah, see, Havertz had a little run there, didn't he?
Oh yeah. 95 mil for Lukaku, and he must have started about 10 games all season. It's mental.
Werner as well, like he is shocking. Like he's got all that pace. I seen it in the Brentford game. He's 1-on-1, took it around the defender. He was like burned straight past him, and then the defender just like obviously he was behind him in a foot race, but just got across him a little bit, just touched him, and that was it. He was dispossessed like so easily.
Yeah.
He's just not one for the Prem, is he?
No, I think he'll probably be on his way in the summer. I'd imagine it's just not worked out.
Yeah,
and they probably get a decent amount of money back for him.
Yeah. I don't know if we need to look at anyone else's. I suppose Greg, if you're catching up later, let's have a little look at your team.
Yeah, I think Greg's been doing decent recently. He's fought his way back up to like the best of the rest.
Yeah,
which is it's pretty good going. And like I said, I think next season, now that he's had a full year to kind of get used to the ins and outs of
you definitely need
he went for a Havertz captain. It's unlucky. That could have worked out prime.
He could have done,
but I'm surprised he's still got Kane. Like it's not his favorite.
That's an understatement of the year.
And then Barnes actually played all right, but
he did,
nothing. Because I want to get through Leicester, and I don't know whether to get Barnes and Madders or get a defender. And I'm thinking probably James Justin, probably.
Castagna as well has he been a regular starter? He looked all right.
Yeah. It's out of those two, but I think JJ has, I think he's due a goal or something, I reckon.
Yeah. Is he getting 90 minutes as well?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and getting forward quite a lot as well. So,
Have you made any transfers for the weekend?
No, should we have a look at yours first? I haven't. I was about to do a -4 during the game week, but then I thought better of it. I thought I'd just wait. I'd hold off a sec.
You've got to wait now as well because obviously all this Champions League in Europe going on. You need to wait to see if there's any injuries and potential rotation and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
I'm fucked basically because I got Trent and Matip and Salah against Cancelo and KDB. And I got James and Havertz against Ward-Prowse and potentially Broha and Walker-Peters, and then Saka and Mopai. That's not so bad, but I'm fucked. I don't really know what I'm going to do. I think I'll have to spend a few points this week, and it might be a case of taking Salah out because they haven't got a double either. They've got City, then they've got United. I know United, they should pepper them on paper, but and there's no reason why he won't score in this game either. But I think it might be a time to maybe take him out for Son, I guess. There's not a great deal that I can do because, the fixtures are, I mean, United have got Everton. I don't know if I can trust United players, but they've got Everton away, then Norwich at home. So you couldn't really ask for two better fixtures.
Yeah.
And they've got a double next week, but it is against Liverpool. Norwich and Burnley playing each other, so, there's nothing. Leicester are the ones, basically.
Like, who would you even pick from Everton? Like, it's hard to actually pick anyone out who's actually really worth having. Maybe Richarlison, maybe.
Yeah. United, who would you pick, though?
They've still got De Gea, I noticed. Which even now, it's not like they're keeping many clean sheets, so it's still not exactly a great shout.
I think we've got a good chance of getting a clean sheet against Brighton. So
the only I was actually half tempted by Elanga because he is still starting and he's so cheap. But
you didn't do fuck all. Did you see him take Rashford out?
Yeah,
you see that? Yeah.
He took Rashford out. No, I didn't see that. Nah.
Yeah, Rashford was clean through, and he tried.
Oh, actually, I did. Yeah, I did. He was offside, wasn't he? He took it offside. Yeah. Only Bruno really for United, I suppose. Really,
exactly. So I could do it. I could take Salah out for Bruno, but that just seems.
That's a risk. That's a risk. Yeah.
But my problem is, like I said, I can put. I'm just going to go through one of those stages in the next few weeks where all my players are playing each other, and I can't afford to make loads of transfers. Like, I could put an Arsenal defender in, but then next week we've got Saints and I've got 3 of their players, 2 of them are attackers, so that doesn't really work out. So I think Leicester are the ones because they've got Palace. What's your double?
Yeah, it's
Everton, is it? Yeah, Everton.
Both away, but still, that's why I'm happy to put Barnes in though, because I still can't really see us getting many clean sheets.
No.
So I don't even know how many clean sheets we've had away from home all season. It can't be many. I
suppose I could take Salah out and put Maddison in, and then upgrade later on. Put Jota in for Havertz. I don't know.
Oh fuck! I did make transfers.
Is it?
I didn't realise that I'd already made transfers. Southampton have got a double, haven't they, that week?
Yeah, Burnley and Arsenal.
Yeah.
I think I need to start looking at getting some Leicester, and I think that's probably going to be it for me because I can't trust the other teams. Although, hang on, let's have a look because I think another game week is due to be announced.
It'll be Leicester again, won't it? We'll have another double.
Yeah, it'll be Leicester. Let's see if it's been updated yet. It doesn't look like it now. Oh, wait, it could be game week 36, though. No, it hasn't been
announced.
Not updated yet, no. So, yeah, basically, I don't know
They're probably waiting on our Europa Conference League title. We got PSV first leg this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, this week.
Yeah, this week, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a look at yours then? Because I really don't know what I'm going to do. I'll just have to. I'm fucked.
At least you can take some comfort in that a lot of people are going to be in the same boat with the Man City Liverpool thing. I'm not quite so bad now that I've taken Foden out. So actually, I've only got Robertson and Cancelo.
So who have you put in? Ward-Prowse?
Yeah, I put in Ward-Prowse for Foden and Justin in for Thomas. So -4. I don't think I'll make any others this week.
Yeah, your team's looking good now, man. You got a nice little variety going on there.
Yeah, still heavily relying on Spurs, but I think next week if I can take another -4, I get a couple more doubles in. Maybe maybe like you say, maybe like Ramsdale or something, and could even do like Ramsdale and Laka for De Gea and Antonio, maybe.
Yeah.
And then I'll have 3 Leicester, 2 Arsenal, Ward. Oh no, I could have 3 Leicester, 3 Arsenal, and Ward Prowse for a double.
Yeah,
decent. Have you got any bonus sets as well? Because I completely forgot. I've still got a bench boost.
Oh, nice. No, I've only got triple captain left.
Oh, he's still got a triple. So yeah, that's still good to have. But yeah,
I'm
boost...
hoping for a Man City double at some point, or another Liverpool if they're still in all competitions. They'll likely have one, I expect.
I don't think there'll be much method to my double. It'll probably just be to my bench boost. It'll just be when I don't know. I'm just waiting for the fixtures to look all right.
I mean,
Euston
did his bench boost this week, and it's so savage. Like, he picked 15 players that were all other than Trent, who was an injury concern, were all pretty likely to play. And yeah, they just right from the get go, he had no Trent, no Diaz. Maybe someone else from Liverpool as well. And then we looked at the 3 o'clock lineups, and like half of his players weren't playing there either. So
I was thinking about doing it next week because if I do have 6 or 7 doubles plus the rest of the team, including the bench, that are all going to play, it's worth doing just to go try and get one more big point haul before the end of the season. Like top up the double game weeks with a bench boost, and just try and smash it next week.
I think a lot of it depends on, like, say for example, City smash Atletico in the Champions League. They're going to put their best team out at the weekend. But if they lose or draw, maybe they might have to rest a few players. Actually, no, because they've got Liverpool, haven't they? So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Liverpool and City have got a lot of, and they're playing each other in the FA Cup semi-final as well. I think me and Yus were looking at it. It's like they play each other, then they play their Champions League game, then they play each other again, then they play the second leg of their Champions League game. So they play the same 2 teams over 4 games, basically.
Oh, right. Yeah. Where's that? Let me just see if I can actually afford to do this. Maybe not. 0.1.
Just seen you scrolling up like,
mate. 0.1.
Wait, who is it you're taking out? Antonio. Yeah,
Antonio and De Gea.
Yeah, neither of those are going to go.
The only hope is that Ramsdale doesn't start tonight and then
goes down.
Yeah.
Could happen.
Yeah. That is dry. All right, well, I'll have to have a think. I can maybe there's something else I can do. That's so fucking close though. That is annoying. Yeah, like I say, if not, it might be a case of trying to get like Ben White or Gabriel in, maybe.
Yeah.
Potentially.
No Martin. Just looking at the Arsenal lineup. Well, that's good news for me. So Tierney doesn't start. My money league competitor's got him.
Oh, nice. Someone we looked at him. I think it might be, but no, who was it?
Yeah, it was. I think it was Pinel. Tavares is starting, and then Smith Rowe's starting instead of Martinelli as well. So other than that, it's the usual lineup.
So Ramsdale is playing, yeah.
Ramsdale's playing, yeah.
Interesting.
Smith Rowe against Nathaniel Klein. That could be an interesting battle.
Yeah. I forgot that Klein was even playing there, to be fair. Until I actually randomly checked it the other day. I completely forgot he was still even playing. But yeah, this is how I'm shaping up this week. So with Ward Prowse, it's a bit. Have I made a mistake taking a -4 to get? I had to because Justin was more expensive than Thomas, so I had to do it this week.
Yeah,
actually, still tempting to start him, to be fair, but who for? Like,
could start him for Cancelo, I guess, but
yeah, or Robertson.
Yeah, either one of those.
Fancy City at home in that game, to be fair.
Yeah, I'd maybe start him ahead of Antonio. Brentford are fairly solid defensively.
Yeah, potentially. And then even De Gea or Dubravka is a tough one because Wolves don't score many.
No.
So Dubravka could actually be a better shout there and a bit of a differential. And then at the moment I've provisionally captained Son. But I was thinking about Madders as well, actually, at home to Palace, maybe.
Yeah, because they concede a lot from set pieces as well, don't they? But other than you boys, I think they concede the most.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I think a -4, that's looking all right. Only, yeah, it's not too bad. I think people are going to have more issues with the Liverpool Man City game than I have.
For sure.
So yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
Just looking at the fixtures. It's a difficult one because with Man City, Liverpool playing, and then Arsenal have probably got Arsenal and Leicester have got the best home. Well, on paper, best fixtures. Yeah, but as the thing, so if I bench boost this week, I'd have Ramsdale, Ramsey, and Davis and Dubravka. It's not the worst. I was actually thinking it's not the worst.
That is actually decent. Other than, Ramsey hasn't been that on it, but he'll play. Ward-Prowse and Davis and Dubravka will play. Yeah, I think that could be. I mean, yeah, West Ham have still got something to play for in the league, haven't they? So they can't really afford to rest Antonio for Europe, although maybe they might not play 90.
I was thinking about it, but then the reason why I didn't was, like I say, it was because I was thinking about going big on the doubles, but Man United got Liverpool away that week as well. So Ramsdale for De Gea is a very good shout, I think. Dubravka. Newcastle have got a double as well, so I also have Dubravka.
That's a nice home double, yeah.
I could get so Maximan played yesterday, didn't he? And he played all right. So I could get him back in, even though he was a complete waste last time. But I could get him back in instead of Laka.
Actually, that's the point. I could get him in instead of one of my shit players like Dennis or.
Yeah.
I think I'm probably going to wait and see what happens in midweek, just in case there's any injuries to anyone that plays for the big boys, and then I'll do my transfers on Friday night, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely forgot. I thought I'd pussy that, but I actually did do it. But yeah, I've been following that method all season, really, doing the weekend transfers. It's not cost me really. I've never done it and had a player out with COVID or injuries, I don't think.
Yeah.
So it's a risky business, but I think I've gotten away with it. Where are you overall now?
Good question.
I'm 450k.
I reckon I'm going to be about 200k now, probably.
Mostly intense scrolling for anyone watching.
No, I'm still in the top 100,000, 72,000. So yeah, my aim will probably be top 50,000 now. I think the top 10,000 boat is probably sailed, unless
I think
some miracle happens.
Top 50 is always a good aim. I think the last week of the season I dropped out. I finished 53,000 for something. Yeah, it was the first time I dropped out for ages. Yeah, I'm 450th. So if I could get to maybe 300,000, I'll be pretty happy. Overall. And what about the money league? Is he pulling away?
Yeah, he's pulling away. I'm about 50 behind, and his team is that one, usual suspects. How many behind am I?
Yeah, 59.
Yeah, and he's still got two more. I don't know if he's got any else. Well, he's got Tierney, but he's not playing. So no doubt he's got someone sick on the bench coming on, and he's got two doubles. So he's probably going to end up being a bit more like 70 points ahead. So yeah, it's not looking likely. There's only 10 game weeks left or less.
Yeah.
When I do my triple captain, it's going to just have to be.
It's going to be a hat trick. It's going to have to be a hat trick.
It's going to be a hat trick differential, basically. So only way.
Yeah.
I'll probably do it on someone like, if Man City have got a double game week, I'll probably do it on Cancelo because he doesn't have Man City players. So that's already a good start. And then we can get 2 clean sheets and a goal. That would be the equivalent.
Yeah. Just before we go, I'm just going to have a look at the fixture. I don't think Man City will because they've played 30. The only teams that
They might blank. They might blank one. I think it's game week 33.
FA Cup.
Yeah, if they go through to the final, then they'll obviously miss
another week. True.
But they've got Liverpool, haven't they? So it's either one of those two will have the double.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Yeah, it might be worth just waiting to see what happens in that, and then whichever one of those teams ends up having a double, that's your triple captain there.
Yeah, I've always had this thing in my head, and I don't know if it's actually true or not. Do you know? Can you use a chip in the final game week of the season? Because I'm sure there was a time when you couldn't, but I don't think I've seen anything in the rules about it nowadays.
I think
sometimes it can be a good time to use it because if you use it, for example, in a fixture where there's nothing to play for, they're usually quite high-scoring games, aren't they? Last game of the season, you can get like a 4-4 or something like that. So I could potentially use it there on like a home team with something to play for against a team that have just like survived relegation the week before. They've been on the piss.
Yeah, it's a good point. Actually, I was just thinking in terms of like our head-to-head, because I am still in touch in the fantasy league, and I've got you and Perns in one-to-ones that per now I've got. I mean, I need a bit of a miracle, but it's actually better for me in a head-to-head format to play the bench boost this week and then have those 7 or 8 doubles or whatever I'm going to have next week, because then the likelihood is that I'll win 2 fixtures in a row.
Yeah, that's a good shout, because I think I made the mistake of using my bench boost on a double game week and it doesn't necessarily work out. It's probably better off using it on a week when all your players are looking likely to play.
Yeah, and I need to win games now so that at least I make it. At least I give myself a chance in the last few weeks, because I need to win the next kind of couple against you and against Perns to have a chance, really.
Yeah.
So I've just done it. I've just activated. I might change my mind during the week, but yeah, we'll see. All right, cool. Should we end it there?
Leave it.
Cool. Yeah, we managed to get it in before the end of the game week. And yeah, for all those that look forward to our Friday show, we won't be here next week, this Friday, but yeah, back for the double. So yeah, all to play for. There is, still 7 game weeks left with a couple of doubles in there. There's still a lot of points to go for.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, cheers, guys.
Good luck, and I'll catch you next time.